What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. Last episode, we did some more progress and keeping things running here in AP Garage, and today we're going to continue things with the story mode of this and continue on with another vehicle here. So if you guys are enjoying the series, be sure to leave a like on it, leave me a comment, let me know what you guys think, and if you guys are new around here checking this out, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on any videos on this or any other games we have going on the channel, because you guys know we always have so many different games and series and everything going on the channel. And we have 2 to possibly 3 videos every day, 7 days a week for you guys to enjoy this content, for you guys to come back and check out every day. But without further ado, let's get right into it here. So we got a Valsen 2040. So good morning. Hello, young man. Please help me. I set off on a ride and my car stopped working. It just shut down suddenly. Fortunately, some good young men towed me to your workshop. If it weren't for them, I'd rather not go into it. Please see what you can do to get it up and running again. I have no idea what could have happened. Usually everything was working just fine after a 6-month break. Thanks for setting up workshop here in the middle of nowhere. In the meantime, please allow me to use the restroom. I'll see you soon. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take this order. These are going to be all of our story mode stuff. So let's go ahead and get this guy moved into the garage here, which we only have 1 lift so far, but I definitely want to do the expansions. There's a ton of stuff that we can do in this game, so I'm really excited to continue checking that out and showing you guys with all of that. But let's see what we actually have going on here. Let's go ahead and open this guy up and take a look at our status. So we've got actually everything shown to us, so that's good. We're not having to find anything. Makes things a lot easier. We're just going to go ahead and mark all of these real quick. So we got spark plugs, starters, timing belt, water pump, relays, or relay, radiator, oil filter, ignition wires, fuel pump, fuel filter, clutch stuff, cam gear, belt tensioner, and alternator. We got to do an oil change, and then we got to refill, change and refill all his fluids for that. So let's go ahead and we're going to start things off by just draining his oil, do kind of an oil change right away, and get that all taken care of. Let's move that guy over here, and then use that. Then we got the oil filter pulled off, and get that moved back there. Let's go ahead and get our filter. We'll get a new one of these right away. May as well just replace it. Let's see here. Actually, do we have anything on our shopping list? We do not. Okay. So we got... oops. I did not mean to do that. Let's go there. It's been about a week or so since I've actually played this game, so might be a little rusty, but definitely still enjoying this nonetheless. Let's go ahead and clear that out. Oops. We'll go through and replace more stuff at once. I just figured we would go ahead and do this right away. Get that done with. But let's see here. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and drain the rest of our fluids that we need to as well. Alright, so there's that. We got our power steering, and then we'll do our coolant right away while we're at it. We got to get out the fuel pump also in the back, I see. So maybe we'll go ahead and do that right away. Okay. So we're going to go... trying to get to the back here so we can get to our fuel pump. There we are. So we got that. We do need to pull out our transmission, actually, as well. So let's pull our starter out right away. We got our alternator here that we can probably get. Yeah, we're just going to have to get the belt off here. First here. Get our alternator off. Get these 2 bolts out. We're going to have to pull off our timing cover, which is going to need our belt and our idler roller here. Okay. So we get all that. I do want to look at, there's a ton of different upgrades, which I've shown you guys that we can do as well. We're definitely going to want to be doing all of that, because these upgrades really help speed things up and help us do more stuff when it comes to like repairing parts and stuff once we get to that point here, which I'm really excited about. All right, we got our tensioner here. Go ahead and get that. Get the timing belt off. Cam gear. And we got also our fuel filter here. May as well get that right away. I think... Is that... We need our ignition wires off so we can get our spark plugs. We need to do all 4 of those. I think that is it. I don't think we need to actually tear into the top end of the engine or anything. So I think we're good on that. Do we have... No, we don't have any other tools. But one thing that we can do is we can actually go into examine mode. And we can do some of this. And this will also help get us some XP as well. It's free XP that we can get off of this, which will help us level up quicker. We get 1 XP per thing, which there's always a ton of different stuff. It also help us on certain vehicles when there's unknown parts or like parts that are undiscovered that are bad. And we need to actually find them. This will help us with that as well. But we got all of that already. We got our air intake here. So it's good to go and scan through every vehicle, honestly, at the same time. I know it can be a little bit tedious, but it definitely helps things in the long run. And like I said, it'll get us some more XP as well, which will help us rank up so we get more upgrades and help keep things rolling faster in the game. We got our exhaust here. Let's do that. Right away, we got drive shaft. There we are. Let's get that. And then we'll have a little bit, yeah, of each side has their own suspension setup for us to search as well. And I think we can do the fuel tank also, or nope. Okay, we can't do that. So there we go. We're back to normal mode. We got to pull the transmission out to get the clutch stuff. And I think that'll be it for our stuff that we can do here. So let's go ahead and pull out our drive shaft. That's going to be the only thing holding up our transmission from being able to get out at this point. Go ahead and spray that. Okay. There we go. Get that. Now we can get the gearbox or the transmission out right away. May as well. I think this is the last thing we got to pull apart then. We should be able to get the clutch apart and then order new parts and be all good to go. Get this guy back together and send her on her way. Probably be able to get started with the next one right away too. So that's good. We can make some decent progress in this episode. There we go. That should be everything. So we need to sort by condition here. So we got water pump, starter, clutch. We need 4 new spark plugs. Idler roller, fuel pump, timing belt, tensioner, clutch release, serpentine, and then a new alternator. We already got the rest of the spark plugs with that. Do we have... No, we don't have the tablet yet in here. So let's go ahead and go through all of our stuff and get these purchased. Oops, our starter is going to be in the electronic stuff. We got our cam gear. New radiator. Kind of sucks that we can't fix stuff yet, but it definitely will be nice to have that once we can get that, because that'll help save us some decent money on stuff. Which you guys will see once we do unlock that, it'll really help us out with stuff. Especially because we start to make not as much money later on in the game. And there's a bunch of like barn find cars and stuff that we can do as well, which I'm really excited about to check out. Because I've actually not even seen that in my own personal time of this when I've been playing this game. So I'm definitely excited to check that out. We got four plugs here. Go ahead and get these. And then we need a new alternator, which is expensive. Jeez. And then we should be able to go and sell everything under 30%. Now we got brand new stuff and everything that doesn't need to be replaced in there. So let's go ahead and go to our part mount, get our new clutch plate in. We'll get our pressure plate and then our throwout bearing back in. Release bearing, whatever you want to call it. They call it the release bearing. It's a throwout bearing is what it actually is. But we'll get our gearbox back on. We'll get our new starter in as well right away if we can while we're down here. We'll get our fuel pump right away also. Yeah, we can't get the starter. Awesome. Beautiful. We already got a new oil filter and we haven't done our oil change quite yet. We still got to finish that up by adding new oil in, but got everything drained, new parts in with that. You know, got that new oil ring on the drain plug. Good to go with that. Okay. Can we get our... Yeah, we can get our fuel pump right away. Beautiful. May as well. Okay. We're going to go ahead and drop it down so we get everything else in the engine bay. We should be good. Pretty much about good to go from there. This was a nice, quick and easy one. Didn't have to get too messy with stuff, so that's really nice. Get a new fuel filter back in. Get our new alternator in. We'll wait on the radiator until we get everything else back together here. Keep it out of the way if we don't have to have it in there. Let's get our new spark plugs in right away, too. And we'll get our wires at the same time. Get all this stuff finished up, and it'll just be stuff on the front of the engine, like the timing stuff and our belts. So there we go. We got a new water pump here. Get that in. New timing belt, new belt tensioner. That is all looking good. Do the time and cover, and then we'll get our new other serpentine belt back on there. Get our crank pulley on. And we got a new roller here as well. Get that in. And then our other belt, which I think is new. Yep. So we got all new belts on this thing. So that is good. I think that is it besides getting fluids in. So we're going to go ahead and get all the fluids topped off. We already drained everything, so that's good. I like starting things out by draining the fluids. That way we can just go ahead and top everything off after at the end, especially when we need to actually change them when the customer is requesting. Kind of makes things nice. Otherwise, we're not having to go back and drain stuff at the end. And that should be it right there. Beautiful. And then we just have our brake fluid in the brake master cylinder to top off. And we'll be good to go in this one. Okay. So that should be... Oh, we're missing something here. Change oil. Oh, we didn't fill the oil. One last thing to do. I'm like, we drained it and we filled it up, but no, we didn't fill it up. I'm always forgetting something, but oh, I just realized we have an overflow, or our windshield washer. That's also something we just missed. We were supposed to top that off. That's all right. That's why we get lists to remind us of stuff. There we go. We didn't need that much for it. And what are we missing here? Ah, the relay. That's right. We needed that as well, which could open up our fuse box. Oh, we need 2 relays. Okay. Yeah, those are quite dead. So that's they're both at 1%. We're gonna go ahead and add both of these to our list of fancy goodies to buy, and then we're gonna purchase both of those. Delete those, and we are good to go, basically. Reinstall these, and we'll get the cover back on. We should be good to go then. Okay, now for the 3rd time. We are good to go on that. So let's go ahead and... Oh, we got another new case. I love opening these up. We either get XP, money, more cases. Definitely really nice. And we get some like scrap as well out of that. But let's go ahead and sell our items there that are bad. We don't need them anymore. And let's see what we got going on here next. Oh, we got a, looks like another like Eclipse type of thing. Hello, I saw that you've got quite good reviews, and I thought that you'll surely handle my problem. I've got a few experts, I've been into a few experts already. The thing that each expert said and did not match up at all, of course. The problem is still there. It boils down to the constant banging. It's unbearable, and the gearbox isn't working properly after the last repair, in quotations. After a week, changing a gear became a nightmare. Please check it and try to fix any problems. I'm counting on your honesty. It's the last chance for my car. If it doesn't do the trick, I have no other option but to get rid of it. Anyway, let me know what happens. All right, so we're going to go ahead and grab this one. Sounds like we got a decent amount to do with this, which, yeah, this is nice, like Eclipse Talon type of thing. So that is pretty sweet. Let's go ahead and get this on inside here, and we'll get it lifted up. Let's see what other tasks we have to do with this one as well. So we just have change oil. That's it. So that is not too bad, which I have a feeling we're probably going to have to drain the coolant on this. But let's go ahead and do our inspection here first. Always good to start out with this. I really should purchase the other tools as well that we have. I think we might actually do that because we got a decent amount of money. So we'll maybe take a look at that here. Let's see, that's helping us. We found a bad, I believe, cam gear, and then a bad clutch disc as well, but just by doing that. So this definitely is a great way to figure things out early on without having to tear too much into things. Got a wheel hub bearing. And like I said, we get a decent amount of XP for this as well, which is really nice. Obviously, we want to keep on leveling up so we can be unlocking more stuff quicker and make things easier for ourselves here in our life. Life of a mechanic. Yeah, we got some more stuff there. That's why, like I said, this is always helpful to do this, honestly. All right. So we got that. We got a power steering reservoir we can do. Everything with the engine's good. We got the exhaust. ABS module we can't check. I believe because all that stuff is electronic with the other stuff. We already got... Why is it? It's showing that we already have 3 out of 3 on that, but it's not showing up as yellow or green or red or anything. So I'm not sure what that. Yeah, like I said, I think we're going to try to purchase some of the other like scanning tools and stuff for us to be able to test things out and make our lives even easier with this. Let's go ahead and get this side, make sure that we got everything scanned that we can. And we also have the test track that we have not gone to at all yet. That also helps us discover certain things as well. Let's go ahead and get all of that. Oh, we got a bad rear sway bar as well. Okay, how much did that help us discover then? Not that much, actually, compared to what we all have here. We have like 2.5 full, basically, about 2.5 full pages of stuff that we have not discovered yet. So let's see what we got in the old toolbox here. So we have garage expansions. We have all the tools as well. We've got a window tint toolkit. We've got a welder. We've got a battery charger, a tire tread gauge. We got a compression tester, our tablet, onboard diagnostics, and our fuel pressure meter and an electronic multimeter. So we're going to go ahead and actually buy all of these, honestly. We got quite a bit of money here. I know I've said before we need to be real careful and not overspending with this game because there's no way to get any kind of loans or anything. But we are going to do the battery charger because when there's a bad battery, we can recharge that then and not have to buy a new battery. But there we go. So we got this, and that'll help save us. I mean, batteries are expensive. They're like $200, I think. Let's see here. Yeah, 170. So a couple batteries there will pay for that charger in itself, which we might even have a bad battery on this one. I'm not sure. But now we got all these additional new tools, so we can do our fuel pressure test. Let's go ahead and do that. See what we got going on. Tell us even more information about the car and what we need to actually work on and replace. I don't think we're going to get through this whole car in this episode. We'll probably have to pick things up in the next episode with this. But there we go. So we got all of that. Let's see here. Our tire tread tester. This will just tell us how much life the tires have. They need to be replaced. It'll also help us show us basically, yeah, if they need to be replaced at all. And how much depth they actually have left. This is so satisfying listening to this too and just seeing all the different percentages popping up with this. I might try and do the test track if we can. I know it's real finicky with certain stuff if you're missing fluids, if the car can't run at all or anything like that. We're going to do a compression tester here. I believe it can run. Oh yeah, so we got, which I think we already knew about the camshaft. Oh, we got some bad pistons as well. So we got a bad camshaft, which, like I said, I think we already knew about, and then the pistons we didn't know about though. So that's not good. Then we're gonna do a system on the OBD, the onboard diagnostics system. Yeah, we got some bad spark plugs, which again I think we knew about, maybe not. So we got some bad coils as well. So that's all helping us identify stuff here. Yeah, we're already okay. We're into the second page of stuff now. We still have quite a bit that we have not discovered, but let's see if we can take a look at the test track here. So we got this map here. We got all these different locations. We got a junkyard. We got our garage. We've got a drag strip. We've got a racetrack. We've got a barn here, which we need to be level 10. Speed track, car auctions, car salon. We got parking here. but we got the test track that I think we can go to. Ah, the engine can't be started. Okay. So we cannot take it to there. So I guess what we're gonna have to do is just start tearing into this, and obviously we've got a good start on things here with that. So we got let's go ahead and mark all of these while we can. So either way, the engine's gonna have to come basically apart. So we need to get at the connecting rods, coils, camshaft stuff, the transmission stuff, the clutch. Obviously, we knew that was an issue to begin with, so that's all right. And then we gotta drain the oil as well. So let's go ahead and do that right away. We're obviously gonna have to drain the cooling system and power, most likely the power steering, so we'll probably just drain those also right away. But okay. So yeah, let's go ahead and it doesn't look like the oil filter's bad. So let's go ahead and pull off our wheels, since we're gonna have to pull all these off anyways to get at our transmission, pulling that out by pulling off our axles, which those need the wheels off. See, we got sway bar. May as well get this right away, because obviously we got a bad sway bar. You guys can see it's rusted there. Oh, I do see wheel bearing there as well that we're gonna have to get off. I think we knew about that one as well. Actually, I think we had a couple wheel bearings that had popped up on our list. So we got 2 bad lug nuts or lug bolts on this. Definitely one of the worst ones that we've seen. Okay. Let's pull out our axle here right away. And we should be able to get our... We need to get our end link off here so we can get our sway bar off. And then let's get the sway bar out. Then we need our drive shaft we can get out right away. Get our gearbox, which... we need to get the starter. Okay. So let's get the starter off. From here. I hate that when you can't get that off from below. You gotta basically just lower it down just to raise it back up. But we're gonna drain the coolant system right away. May as well. And then we're gonna drain our power steering fluid, because we're gonna have to tear it all apart anyways. Pretty much. I guess we don't maybe need to do the power steering, but the coolant for sure. I'd rather just replace it anyways. Brake fluid we're good on. So let's go ahead and leave that alone. And let's get this guy raised back up and see where we're at with things here. Okay, so we can get the gearbox out now. Got a couple more rusted bolts. Take care of these right away. Okay. So yeah, let's get our release bearing here. Get our pressure plate out. Yeah, we got a couple more rusted bolts again. Yeah, I see we got a bad flywheel and probably a bad clutch disc on here. I also didn't catch the condition of the transmission itself. That might be bad on its own. We might have to replace that. Okay. So let's see. Did we discover anything else? So we discovered, yep, a flywheel. And that's it so far. That's one of the good things about marking these is we know what we already had discovered, and we learned what was new as well. So let's go ahead. I guess we're going to start pulling apart some of the motor with this and see what we got going on here. So we need, there was a couple of coils and a couple of spark plugs that we needed to replace as well. Which, something new that I learned about this game too is, so there's certain conditions that we need to be up to par on, which I'll show you guys here in just a moment. So in our car status here, it says repair with parts a minimum condition of 72%. So even if it's not on this list, so say we have like a spark plug or a coil, which we do have we only have 2 of them that we're replacing. So like these right here, they're at 67%, so they're below that threshold. Even though it's only these 2 technically that need to be replaced, it will not mark these ones as complete as if these ones are put back in with that lower percentage. And it's the same for like the coils. Like these ones, it's 72, I think. Yeah, so like one of them is still, so like this one will be good. It'll give us a green check on that one. Even though again it's only gonna be 2 out of the 4, this one will not count. So we're still gonna have only 1 out of 2 if we replace just these 2 and put this one back in. So you need to actually have everything above that. If it's that type of part. But say like the starter's not on there, or like the end link isn't on there. This one, it's not on the list. So if we put this back on, it'll be okay. But when it's on that list, even though it's only 2 out of the 4, it will not count as completed with that one going back in there. So it's a weird kind. I don't know if it's like a bug or it's meant to be that way, but like you can put, like I said, a lower percentage part back in if it's not on the list at all. But if any of the parts that match that are on that list, then it'll not go back, or it will not go back on and count as complete. So you need to replace, like I said, if it's on that list, even though if it's only a certain amount, like 2 out of 4 or whatever, you still need to have it above that certain percentage. But like I said, you can put lower percentage parts on if they aren't on that list, which is kind of weird to me, honestly. But I don't think we knew about this cam gear as well, so I think that is another plus for us learning about what parts are bad on this. Which I think we're gonna have to dig into the engine as well on this one, as far as on the lower end of this. So let's see here. So we're gonna get these off. We got to get obviously the timing stuff on the front here as well. We already got the stuff on the back side, so we're good with that. But we can't remove the camshaft until we get all this stuff apart, which we need to remove this, which means we need to remove that. We gotta check these bushings as well. I don't know. Yeah, we don't know what those are at, so we might have to pull those out also and see the status of those. But we're gonna pull off the timing cover here. Get all of this. Yeah, because like in my like side save on this game, I think it was even this one where I had to tear it apart, and I think, honestly, I think this camshaft actually, if I remember right, has to come out of here. I'm just gonna go ahead and pull it out just to be safe, because I think I had to pull this motor back apart on that, because this is at a lower percentage than that 70%, or maybe it was a cam cap or something like that. I don't remember. Oops. But I just want to be on the safe side because, like I said, so this cam needs to be replaced. And it's the same item or same part as this one. So if this one needs to be replaced, but if this one's below that percentage, then it's still going to pop up. Okay, it's at 72, so we're okay with that. Let's see, where are we at with this then? So we need to pull off our tensioner here. And then pull off our belt, which we're good to do right away. And then the cam gear. Get that right away. And then get the camshaft pulled out. Which, there's that. So where are we at with stuff now? So we learned about the timing chain. And then we still have a whole lot that we have not discovered yet. Which we know we need to pull out some of the pistons on this. So we're going to go ahead. Honestly, this whole thing is pretty much just going to get disassembled. Oh, you know what? I think I see this bushing right here needs to be replaced. I believe, yep. Okay, so there's a couple. There's one right there. I'm just going to go ahead and pull all of these out right away. It looks like these are all kind of crusty. So let's see what we got going on here with this. Let's get us back to there. There we go. I know we got some stuff in the rear that we need to mess with as well, but we'll do that later on. I just want to get as much as we can here done in this episode so we can get have a nice start to the next episode as well. But we're already starting to run a little bit long here, but that's okay. I know you guys love the longer episodes, and I enjoy making them definitely too. So I don't mind doing them. But I would like to get the motor at least pulled apart here in this episode. We already got the transmission out. I got to actually look at the status of that as well. Where are we at with that? Let's see. Where is our Oh. Okay, 74%. So we're good with that. So we're not having to worry about repairing that, or we can't repair that right now. We're not going to have to worry about replacing that right now. But we're going to get the head pulled off here. We need to pull out our fuel injectors. Probably learn if any... Or no, actually, I think these were already tested in our one of our tests. So that's good anyway. We need to pull off this roller here. And then pull off the head. There we are. So yeah, it looks like we got just the two that are bad with that, which we can't pull these out until we get at everything from below. Getting the connecting rod caps off of there. So let's go ahead and raise this guy back up. Pull off our oil pan. I'm pretty sure, yeah, we drained the oil with this already, so we're good to go on that. I've definitely pulled one of these out before and had to had to, what am I, or I had the, like, oil spill out and have it charge us for that. I'm just going to pull off all the cam caps, or all of the rod caps, and we're going to pull out these main bearings as well, because these are looking a little crusty. Definitely need to be replacing these. Yeah, we may as well pull off the rod caps. Anyways, we already have it all opened up, and we need to be pulling a couple of them out anyways. So, and actually, I'm gonna pull all the pistons out just so we know the condition of them, and we're not, because again, if any of these are below the 72% at 71 or lower, we're gonna have to replace it anyways, even if it's not on the list, because the other ones are on the list. Hope that makes sense to you guys with that. Sorry, I'm not the best at explaining stuff sometimes, but trying to be as informative as I can with it. So let's go ahead and pull this out. So that all looks good. Yeah, see, that one's bad, which we already knew, I guess. That one's bad. At least the rings are good. And yeah, that one, yeah, see, that one's bad right there. That one's at 68% with that. So let's see, what else? So we discovered, yep, crankshaft bearings. We got rod caps, so I'm glad we pulled those out. All the bushings. And we still got some other stuff that we have not discovered in there. But let's see. Yeah, we got a bunch of stuff here. So we're going to have to go through and make sure that we are all good with that stuff. Because like I said, now that we've got a couple of these things, like the crankshaft bearings, where are we at? Or I think actually... Crankshaft bearings. Yeah, I think it is only 3. Yeah, like the rod caps. Where is the other rod cap? Yeah, see, like this one needs to be replaced. Even though it's only the 3 on the list, but again, this one's below that 72%. So, it needs to be replaced with it, otherwise it will mark one of those other 3 not complete, even if we replace those 3 with new ones. But I think that's going to be a good point to wrap up the episode. We're going to start things off with the next episode with getting the rest of this pulled apart, finding those other last, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items in there. It's probably in the rear end, I'm guessing, on bushings or something, because we got the sway bar and stuff to replace back there. But I don't know, there might be a few more things. I should really honestly just pull out this crank while we have all this apart anyways, and we're literally down to just pulling the crank out. There's nothing else holding this thing in. So we may as well. Okay, so it's below its percentage, but it's not on the list to replace. So like I said, that one will be good at that. So it's kind of weird. Like I said, I don't know if it's like a bug or what. But yeah, like I said, next episode we're gonna start things off by getting this thing finished up and probably start on something else. So thank you all very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and be sure to click that subscribe button if you guys are new around here as well, checking this out. But thank you all very much, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace out.